What is up, Petrolate? Welcome to yet another podcast. And today's podcast, we are going to talk about some of the things that can make your vehicle to die a slow death. I'm Ian,
And I'm Jackson.
and we're just going to dive straight into the first thing that can make your car to die a slow death. These are things that are habitual, you do them without noticing, and they will cause the lifetime of your car to go down drastically. And so the first thing is revving a cold engine. What do you think about that, Mr. Jackson?
Now, revving a cold engine is one of the ways you kill your engine unknowingly. You see, when the engine is cold, it therefore means that the oil has not yet flown
Yeah.
to all the components that are supposed to be lubricated. Meaning that if you rev this engine, you're putting more stress on your pistons and your bearings.
Yes.
This means that you actually killing them.
Yeah.
And it's very costly to replace these things.
Yes.
So what is the best remedy for this? The best remedy for this is fungua gari yako, ngurumisha, give it some time to warm up.
Yeah.
Then you can drive off.
Yes.
Usikuwe na haraka. The moment uko na hiyo haraka,
Yes.
that haraka actually kills your engine in a way that you might not understand.
Yeah, that's true. And the engine operates using oil, which is the main lubricant of the engine. And so when the car sits, it doesn't have that enough oil that is running in its system. And when you do a cold start on your car, you need to let it warm so that the oil can go through the system of the engine, and that will make your car to have a long life in the long run. The second thing that you're going to talk about is, ignoring warning lights. What are warning lights? Warning lights are the small lights that appear on your dashboard. It can be the handbrake light, it can be the check engine, which is the major one. It can be the battery light, it can be the oil leak light, any light that comes in the engine. And what I want to tell you guys is that as you're driving, your dashboard should be light free. It should not have any light. And if it has any light, as in any warning light, it means that something is wrong with your car and you need to pay attention to what the light means. Mr. Jackson.
Now, one of the things that actually this is just ignorance.
Yeah.
Those lights are actually designated there to show you that there is a problem with your car.
Yes.
And that problem needs to be solved. And the best part of it, it actually shows you where that problem is.
Yes.
For example, check engine light. I will not say BMW. Sijasema BMW, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
For example, check engine light. It means that there might be a problem with your
engine. Yes.
So go and do a diagnosis for your engine, or take your car to the mechanic for the engine diagnosis.
Yeah.
For example, there could be an airbag problem. It's so that in case of any catastrophe, you actually know that you're actually safe, because accidents are not things that are planned.
Yes.
Isn't it zinatupatanga? So we should be fully prepared for such things,
Yes.
for such calamities.
Yeah.
So some of these ignorances actually costs us a lot.
Yeah, even our lives, right?
Exactly. Yeah. For example, your car has shown you that the oil levels are actually low. Na wewe unaendesha tu gari hivyo hivyo jamani.
Yes.
Don't you see that you killing your car?
Yeah.
You should maybe add some oil. If at all the oil is low, if at all, or if the oil is too dirty, go change the oil.
Yeah.
Car is like is basically like is a very programmed computer. Basically like a supercomputer.
Yes.
It actually shows you where the problem is.
Yes.
So whenever it shows you where the problem is, you should be accountable, because but once you love your car, you should be accountable and take care of it.
Yes.
Gari ni kama bibi yako. Go and check it out. See where the problem is and get it fixed.
Yes, that's true.
That is always that's the solution.
Yes, and nowadays vehicles are more computerized because with those lights, you just plug in the OBD scanner, you scan, and it will tell you that, hey, maybe your air filter is bad, maybe your fuel filter is bad, this thing is bad, provided it has a sensor there. But people are afraid of BMW because they also have too much sensors. They are over-engineered. BMW fanboys, I have a neighbor who sold his BMW and went for a Nissan Sylphy. Imagine. He sold a BMW X1 and now he's driving a Nissan Sylphy. Imagine. So that is something that we will talk about on another day, and we'll jump into the third thing, which is shutting off a turbo engine immediately after stopping. Mr. Jackton.
Yeah.
Hey, turbo.
These
things give you boost.
They boost your power.
And turbo, they help in high-end horsepower, like giving you boost when you're going up a hill, when you're overtaking. That is when turbo comes. And turbo operates with a mechanism that uses the engine oil to lubricate it. And so the effect with shutting off a turbo engine immediately after stopping is like, the oil needs to like circulate
and come down with some precision.
Yes.
So turbos uses the principle of compression.
Yeah, that's true.
And now, the principle of compression, what is used to compress this turbo are actually the oil.
Yeah.
So when you shut down your car, or maybe you bring your car to an halt, you shouldn't shut it down immediately.
Yeah.
Allow it to rev for at least 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
Though ile pressure and temperatures they cool down to a level zenye this oil can actually defer in the engine with a lot of ease.
Yes, that's true.
I think that is the best solution. When you're on a turbo, once you brought your car to an halt, allow it for around it rev for around 3 to 5 minutes.
Yes.
Actually, si fuel yako inatumika, but you're actually saving your car.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you feel like maybe you will not have to remember that, there are some modifications that you can do to your turbocharged car. You install a turbo timer in such a way that the car, you can turn everything off, but the engine will just idle until the turbo is cooled down and the oils have settled, and then the car will just automatically shut off. So the thing that you can do if you're not paying keen attention to maybe staying the extra 3 to 5 minutes, just go find a turbo timer, install it on your car, and you'll be good to go. So the next thing that damages your car slowly is this thing about overloading. Mr. Jackton, overloading. Umeona Probox. Hey.
Probox inabeba weight ya trailer.
Na zinakimbia. Yes.
So bad.
How does it affect your suspension, Mr. Jackton?
Number one, you see, the suspensions, for instance, ukiangalia gari,
yes,
there's a reason why those engineers wrote for you. Na ni imeandikwa kubwa sana.
Yes.
The amount of weight that you're supposed to carry.
Yeah, that's true.
And the amount of weight that you're supposed to tow as well. So surpassing this, therefore, means that there's a strain in your suspensions and your brake pads.
Yes.
And your braking system. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it therefore means that whenever you surpass the designated weight that you're supposed to carry, you're doing injustice to your suspension.
Yes.
And suspensions are very, 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 very expensive to replace.
Yes, that's true. And I'm getting to think about maybe you are driving fast, your car is overloaded. It will take a lot of friction to make the car to stop, and these might even cause your brakes to overheat.
This will even cause an accident as well. Yeah.
And another thing is that when you're overloaded, if you get a hill, your engine will work like 2 times harder, and it is causing your engine to take more fuel.
You see, revving your car at a higher RPM.
Yes.
With the low, having that low will therefore means that you will be revving your car at higher RPM, and with the low speeds.
Yes.
This means that your pistons are overworking themselves.
Yes.
And the probability of them wearing out is going to be so easy.
Yeah.
Even you also doing injustice to your bearings as well.
Yeah, that's true. It's just like maybe adding an extra cost to your maintenance cost of the car. If you feel like you need to carry more people, maybe you can hire a bigger car or
Exactly.
or
Buy a
just
big
go and
car.
buy a bigger car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the last thing that is most common, you might be doing this without even knowing, is shifting from drive to park directly. Mr. Jackton, yesterday you told me something good about, how to shift correctly from drive to park. You can educate the subscribers on the same.
You see, most of the cars that we currently have in the Kenyan market are automatic cars.
Yes.
An automatic car, the best way, before I actually explain, the best way is you brought your car to an halt.
Yes.
The best way is before you even pull the handbrake,
Yes.
ensure that your car is in neutral. Push it from drive
To neutral.
then you
Yes.
can pull the handbrake. After pulling the handbrake, that is when you are able to move your car from neutral
Yes.
to parking.
Yes.
That is the best way. Number one, now let me explain this. The weight of your car, if you move it from directly from drive to parking, it therefore means you putting a lot of that weight
on the parking gear.
on the parking gear, and that actually strains actually the weight of the car
Will be leaning on the parking gear.
Exactly. So you are not doing injustice to your gear.
Yeah.
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 And this weight is supposed to the handbrake.
Handbrake.
Exactly.
Yes.
The purpose of the handbrake is to hold the car.
So, Mr. Jackton, what you're trying to say is that if I come to a stop, I'm in drive, I put it to neutral, then I put on the handbrake, lift the brake so the car can rest on the handbrake.
Yes, that is when you can move it back to
Yes.
parking. Guys, don't forget that Petrolet actually now number one, we can source for you the best car that you actually want.
Yes.
Locally or from international markets.
Yes.
We also do pre-purchase inspection. So when buying a car, consider contacting Petrolet. We'll get you the best deals.
Yes.
Yeah.
And with that being said, guys, if you like this video and you've seen something that maybe your dad, your child, or your relative or your friend is always doing that you've mentioned, and even others that you've not mentioned, just comment down below and share this video so that it can get to as many people as possible. And with that being said, guys, see you guys on the next video. Keep it locked. Peace.
Peace.
Yes. See you next time.
See you next time.